Hi, my name's Chris White. I'm the founder of Drumleaf. Being a startup requires a lot of passion because there's a lot of hard work in it. We set out to do positive good, to enrich kids and make something that we'd all like to play and that we're proud of. We started off trying to make a collaborative music making device. We're a 3D virtual world for kids. We enable creativity, collaboration. We let kids share those creations in a really safe way. Kids can explore music as if they're exploring space. Kids can create a whole city in space. Kids can create their games within that city and play them with their friends, which are really building on the same idea of letting kids create things they're proud of and share those, whether it be with their friends or their parents, grandparents.
So you click this video. You're looking for this game called Star86. It's undeniably hard to find, isn't it? Search it up on YouTube. You'll still get the same videos you've already watched many times. Looking for those comments to see if there are more recent posts of those who missed the game. I also did that. And I assure you that there are still people out there who miss this game from their childhood. Is the game still alive? What happened to the site? Are there people who remember this game? Where are they now? Hi, I'm Mario Stalker 15. I'm here to share with you my journey for this beloved game. Making friends, growing up forgetting it, then remembering this game again, and eventually witnessing a key part to where this game stands today. This is how I ended up making this video for you, fellow doubles. Back when the internet was quite young, I remember the times when I just had Temple Run 2 on my old Android tablet, practicing speed stacks, playing Minecraft Pocket Edition, and being stuck in the demo version. Times were that simple. Binge watching YouTube was my noontime hobby after school. During the school break, I was still binging YouTube. Then I came across an ad somewhere on the site saying, "Turn your friends into zombies." Those moments back when online ads were not that harmful. I clicked on it and boom! I was welcomed to a dark, futuristic space vibe cartoon game called Star86. The name was weird, but I gave it a try because the zombies were round and cool. So I tried to make an account, and it forced me to download Unity Web Player. Okay, kidding aside. I was welcomed by the galaxy. I felt the atmosphere was real back then. There were 3 characters called doubles: the Doe, Ray, and me. All the aliens look cute and unique. After finishing the tutorial, I was stuck in the lobby called University. It looked like a space pod welcoming aliens to a new world. I looked at the map where I was amazed at the galaxies. Back in the hub, there were robots called cubies. They were simple but adorable. I remember how I spammed the chat just to see their random responses while wiggling themselves back and forth. I visited the portals there. Some were made by Cubase, and others were winners of a weekly contest called Ship of the Week. The first spaceship I visited was a waterslide maze, which confused the heck of me. It inspired me to make my spaceship. I tried doing my best to make it look cool or nice, so it could have a chance to win the contest. But I came for the ad, so I had to go where the zombies were. That's when I was introduced to the planets of the galaxy. There were more than one, and each was cool to look at, having planets for different themes like deserts, volcanoes, ninja kittens, and gold. This was so distracting and exciting to enter each, but I still started visiting the Danger Zombies planet. On the way, some pictures made music when you came across them. The music was so good, it got stuck in my head pretty quickly. Entering the planet for the first time, I saw spinning space zombies roaming around the system. I was blown away by the camera because it rotated based on where you ran, similar to Super Mario Galaxy. You also got to fly and land on high platforms and just hide away from the zombies, since they don't have jetpacks. Quite funny way of cheesing the game. It was not the only planet to enjoy. There were others that you may recognize, such as My friends list eventually grew, and I got to visit their spaceships and got some inspiration to make my ship better. I also got to memorize lots of in-game melodies since they were so addictive and catchy. I always thought this was the space I was looking for. BigLittleBang, Star86. That was the game of my childhood. Compare it even to present day's flop mobile games. Compare them side by side. The graphics are still better than those adware. Even now, I don't know why I was addicted to this game. But I am happy I got to play Star86. Digging deeper into the game, I came across the Double Scoop, which was the official blog. Toodlepip, this cute sharkney over here, was the editor for this site. I read each possible article it had to offer and featured some blogs by other players. This led me to make a Tumblr account for the first time for the sake of Star86, and hoping that one day, I'd reach the top bloggers on the site. So I always played and checked on Tumblr, reading as many blogs about Star86, and sharing it even with my classmates. None of them were impressed and called the game too childish, but I didn't care. I met friends who I became close with before, and my closest one was a dog player Magikarp, and we were playing on video calls sometimes. My experience blogging about this game was a love-slave effort, making up stories about the galaxy, its doubles, the system, and others. And then I stopped, because life had to move forward. I gradually forgot about BigLittleBang. About a year later, I returned thanks to a big spark of memory. I had missed lots of stuff but eventually caught up. Star86 was not a hard game for old players to catch up. The blog was back, and I revisited my friends in the game. The welcoming site was revamped, and everyone was excited to see it. It was cool to see a refreshed new look of Star86 with a more engaging interface. We hope that it gained more players to play this. I also remember when we tried every day to refresh the page of Pixel Awards and vote for Star86 in the Game of the Year. And it won! Honestly, there were some bad memories too, but it didn't prevent me from cherishing the good ones. This game became a part of my childhood, but life had to go on once again. Some years later, another spark of memory made me revisit Star86, so I typed Star86.com in my mother's phone. Then I came across this. It was shutting down. I was shocked, broken, and emotional. Having such opportunity to come back to a game I dearly beloved was now gone. I didn't even get to revisit my old ship and attend the QB press conference. I went straight to the Double Scoop to see if it was real, and yes, it was. Players were submitting farewell posts to the game, and I was sad about it. All I could have done was submit another post to Toodlepip and close the phone hopelessly. Star86 was really gone. Time passed by. Life was short enough that I got a year before graduating from high school to remember this game once again. The only reliable sources we had were Facebook, YouTube, and Tumblr. Those were surviving footage of the game. I got to check the comments and saw people commenting how they missed this game and how little game files can be recovered from this. The website Star86.com went through different routes. At first, the URL redirected to Drumleaf's announcement for the closure. The website had a history of becoming yes, that kind of site went from June 2015 to April 2017. It also became an archive for comfort pet product reviews in Japanese. The site was on sale numerous times until it returned to the Double Scoop. On this date, Star86.com redirects again to Drumleaf's website. It's unimaginable how many pieces of the game are lost. If you attempt searching for Star86 or BigLittleBang, you'll get few results on the internet from the archives. The Lost Media Wiki states that no game data survived. It was heartbreaking, especially because some of the double blogs were also gone, with Tumblr accounts deleted. It was also so reckless of me to delete my account with all of my posts there, which I regret. A lot of players have moved on in life as they should, and most of us are probably either in college, graduating, or even working adults. So it was hard to contact anyone, and who even dared to contact them to make sure they remembered the game or not. This was until I was given hope by a comment. One day, I uploaded a random video called How to Cheese Stew. I got notified by a comment from a user named Sabine. It was just an update of Star86 soundtrack, but still, deep inside, I felt the yearning of reuniting with some of the lost doubles out there. Instantly, I made a Discord server so that we could chat. It was intermittent, but eventually, more doubles came like Ferrets Forever, Fiets, Henry75, and others. We worked out how to relive the moments we had together with the game. We tried to find some other lost players across different platforms like Reddit, Facebook, YouTube, and even Tumblr. This was hard, so I decided it's time to make a video of Star86 to find the lost players out there. We also tried our best to write blog articles about the game. That's how we came up with the Dubble Archives. It went great at the start, but life was calling us back. Some are still busy with their work or college life. Reality snatches us away from doing our passion. Talks within us on the server were, do you think there's a chance? Is there still any way to recover the game? Will Drumleaf ever come back with another game like this? Questions seem unanswered for the past decade until someone entered the server.
On Monday, 29th August 2022, a user by the name of Joker asked for help to potentially look through their old hard drive to find any Star86 related files. We did not have any hope at first since the search did not yield anything interesting other than some folders that barely contained anything. That's until Joker was asked to install the app called Everything and filtered the search to look for all files with extension Unity 3D, since that's what most web versions of Unity games had. Finally, the search yielded 5 BLB web.unity3d files. That was a success. However, we came to a sudden realization. That file was only around 2 megabytes large. The game certainly had way more content than this. All those files were different versions, but they didn't have much difference anyways. The file, when extracted, contained all the game scripts, as well as few stuff related to the game's launch process. It contained a scene for game loading, a scene for planet loading, garbage collection, and a scene that shows when the game malfunctions. After digging through that file, we then looked at the same picture Joker had sent us. Somehow, we've missed that there were so many other files related to Star86. The picture cut off very soon, but that gave us a brief summary of what the search found. The first files found were character bones and skins. We then looked at those other files and found many different assets, including but not limited to the Ninja Planet, the Maze, Haunted Planet, the Do character, a weird Me character, a gray cube, some props, the skybox textures, ship modules, hats. The doubles did not have any textures included, but maybe they will be also found soon. We also tinkered with some scripts, and now we are trying to make a server for Star86, at least a bare bones one so that we can at least partially revive the client. It may take some time though.
Join the game. Legendary figures even came for a visit like Big Little Explorer. We also got one of the developers of the game in the server. Melee and the team tinkered with some scripts, at least a bare bones one, to revive the client. After 8 years, the childhood game I grew up with was now playable again. Partially at least. The offline mod was made public in a Tumblr post of the Dubble Archives. there is actually hope now to relive Star86. This is excitingly good news. Hi, I'm Stac. I'm no longer Mario Stalker 15 at this point. First of all, I have to apologize to every double who's been waiting for this video. This project is 5 years left behind due to adulting. I've been neglecting the Discord server as well, so I'd like to thank all the team at the Dubble Archives to make this thing still alive. A big shout out to moderators and members who keep the passion alive at least once in a while. Huge special thanks to Melee and Joker. Without them and the archive team, the game would be completely lost forever. Another huge special thanks to Sabine, who spearheaded this thing from the start. Even before I entered the scene, Sabine started this project all alone before joining the Dubble Archives. I couldn't believe that in a span of a year, through the Dubble Archives, the Discord server, and passionate doubles who made their efforts reliving our moments by making the offline mod available. Special shoutout to Seraph, who made a video ahead of me. I appreciate what you've done spreading awareness to the players about this project. I gotta admit, the whole purpose of this project is just simple: to relive the times we had back in childhood. I never expected this huge progress for Lost Media. A bit of update on life. Drumleaf became Dot Dot Studio, which I'm glad Chris White continues to excel in different fields than games alone. The Discord server has around 200 members as of this date, and you're always free to join and chat with all of us. The Dubble Archive is dormant. I know, I tried. But much help would be so much appreciated to continue posting discussions, fan lore, Q&As, and a lot of content in the future. So if you are a player of BigLittleBang, Star86, or not, don't forget to like this video, as it helps us reach more players of this game. And I highly encourage you to join our Discord server. Hang out with fellow doubles and relive those moments together. Come, enter the galaxy once again. Double